guys, welcome back to my channel. Mermaid Nina here. Today's video is on a park bag, but more specifically a child size park bag. If you have seen my other videos, you will know that I do encourage children of a certain age to kind of carry their own stuff. It is good practice for them, and it is so much easier on the parents when they don't have to keep bugging you for things like snack and water. So I do have other kids backpack Disney park bag videos out there right now, but I've made one specifically for COVID, for things going on right now. So there are certain things that I have added to the bag, maybe a few things I have taken out, because I'm trying to make this whole bag really simple, you know, sanitary, washable, clean. If you don't need to pack it, don't bring it, because that's just more stuff for them to lose and also potentially get germy and dirty. So I've kind of tried to streamline the process to what kids really need in their bag. Obviously, if you have an older child, a teenager per se, they can pack their own bags and bring, you know, their own things that they want in their bags. Perhaps they want a little makeup, perhaps they want a camera, perhaps they want whatever they like to have in their bag. So this is more geared for the starting off age, those 5, 6 to 10-year-old kids who are just now starting to carry their own bags. So I have two bags here. One is my daughter's bag and one is my son's. They are both sling style backpacks, the kind with the single strap. I find these to be the most convenient for pretty much anyone, but specifically for kids, because they can kind of swing it around to wear in the back, or they can swing it around and bring it to the front when they're on a ride. They don't have to constantly take it off and take it on, because as you know, if a kid takes off their backpack, what happens to it? Mom gets it, so then mom's stuck carrying it. It gets stuck in the stroller. They could lose it. They could leave it behind on the ride. So many situations. So I do suggest you stick with the one strapped kind of sling so they can wear it in front when they're on a ride and then swing it around when they're just walking about. So again, these are my two styles. I actually got this one on Etsy. It was custom made for my daughter. I got to pick out, or she picked out, the decal that she wanted on her bag. What I specifically love about this style bag is it has the mesh pocket for your water. So it's really easy to kind of grab that water in and out. I also put certain things on the bag to make life a little easier. So you can, I have a chapstick holder that you hook on here. I have a sanitizer thing that I hook on here. I think it's actually in the bag right now. But you can hook that on there, and then my kids love playing with little things, so they have their own little temperature thing, a little compass, a little emergency whistle, whatever. That's not really needed. That's just something they like on their bags. But anyway, it's very simple. It's just got a few pockets. It's got the, like I said, the easy access to the water, and it's just a one-sided sling. My son's bag, he had a bag similar to that. Unfortunately, it broke while we were on vacation, so we were kind of left buying a Disney bag. So this isn't my favorite bag on the planet, but he likes it, and that's what matters. So this is an actual same kind of thing. It's a single strap kind of a sling bag. It is a Star Wars bag that we purchased, I do believe, at Disneyland at the time. So it does say Star Wars on it, but it's the same kind of thing. It's just got a few pockets. It also has his chapstick on here and his little compass, but it's got these little hooks. I don't know if you guys can see it. See these little hooks? They're all over the bag. So he can add more things to the outside of his bag if he wants. And I've also seen adults use this exact bag, and they actually will put pins in these slots to kind of decorate. What I don't like about the bag is it's a little too big for him, because again, it's an adult bag, and the water bottle isn't on the outside. So he constantly has to unzip and rezip just to take out the water bottle, which you think, okay, Nina, that's not really a big deal. It's not a big deal, except when the bag is overstuffed, and when you take out one item, a few other items might fall out of the bag, and that's a thing. So when you pick out your kids' bags, try to think of those things. You want lightweight, you want easy, you want things like the water bottle on the outside, and then you definitely want to attach a few things that make life easier. Again, we have sanitizer that we can attach on here, which I will show you in a minute. So you want to kind of think of those things for your kid. Again, I am not suggesting your toddler carry their own bag. Toddlers are only gonna last so long with a bag before you end up carrying it. I'm really talking about those kids that are really old enough to just start being responsible for their own things. Again, less whining when they have to constantly ask you for their water or for their snack. So let's get into it. I'm gonna show you exactly what I pack inside my kids' park bags right now when we're in this COVID situation. So let's get started. All right, so I took everything out to kind of make it easier for you guys. So I'm gonna show you everything in no particular order. But the first thing I find really important to stick in your kid's bag is some sort of identification. So it's easy for me. I just put in my business card. My business card tells them who I am, what my phone number is. If my kids are in a situation where they got lost and maybe they're a little flustered and they don't know what to say, they can just whip out my business card. Same kind of thing if the bag gets lost. My business card's on there, not to mention I always put one of those Disney ID tags on the outside, which also identifies the bag. But it's really helpful to have some sort of way for someone to contact you, whether or not the bag gets lost or your kid gets lost with the bag. So in the same respects, my kids, because they have food allergies, always have a chef card on them. A chef card is something I custom make for not only my kids, but my clients as well, my clients who have food allergies. It's just another identifier that also lists their food allergies. So the kids can easily give out or show them their chef card, which also has my contact information and such on there. So with that out of the way, in no particular order, here we go. So first thing, of course, they're at Disney. What does a kid need at Disney? A magic band. Now, their magic band should be on their wrist, but just in case they took it off overnight, stick it in their bag. Make sure you always have it. Magic band. Second thing, most important, snacks and water. I mean, this is the whole point of the bag, is so they're not constantly bothering you for snack and water. I absolutely love reusable water containers. Of course, you want to go with, you know, waterproof, spill proof, accident proof, but you want the kind of bottle your kids use at home. You know, don't force them to drink out of something that doesn't have a spout if they're used to a spout. If they prefer a water bottle with a straw, then bring their straw water bottle. It's whatever water bottle they're used to, that's what you want to give them. My kids are firmly okay with these Nalgene's, so that's great. Snacks. I like to pack healthy snacks, snacks that aren't necessarily filled with sugar or filled with a lot of chocolate, especially if you're going in the sun. Guess what melts? Chocolate. So one of those chocolate granola bars will probably melt in their bag, but I always pack them a little extra snacks. Oftentimes we're in the line for a ride. Mom, I'm hungry. Mom, I'm hungry. This is a snack for them. Either way, I always pack them some snacks. So we've got fig bars here, little rice cakes, little crackers, just something kind of simple that they can kind of nibble on until you get out of the line and it's time for actual food, lunch, or whatever. So next thing on the list is some form of entertainment. If you are in a situation where you are in a long line, you might want to pack your kids something that they can play with and do. I know when my kids were really little, I would pack them one of those puzzle books or highlight magazine books and give them a multicolored pen so they could kind of fill it out. You can also pack your kids a coloring book with crayons, but that doesn't really work when they're standing in line. That's more of like a stroller activity. So you kind of have to think, what are you gonna do in line to entertain them? So one thing we do is we do save our old phones. We load them up with apps and we give our kids their own little play phone, which my son loves to use. He has a Disney Zoom app on here, or he'll take pictures with it. So it's very handy for him. Another thing my kids love are spinners. I know they're annoying, but it is what it is. They also have these little fidget toys that they can spin and click, anything to kind of hold and entertain them and move them throughout the process. I mean, it's like a whatever situation, just trying to get them through the day, right? So I kind of think of those things. You also want to pack things when you go into a restaurant right now. A lot of the menus are electronic. So some places have kids menus, some places don't. So that's another reason to kind of get out that coloring book and that puzzle book and having that extra multicolored crayon, multicolored pen, or even a crayon. Or those pens, back in the day, the pencils where you could change the lead, it was like a different color, you could swap it out. Those are more convenient as well, as opposed to say 10 different crayons that you have to carry with you in a container. So just a thought about that. Sanitizer right now. So Disney is filled with sanitizer. There is sanitizer all over the park. There's sanitizer before rides, after rides, restaurants, whatever. There's always sanitizer. But sometimes you get in a situation where you need sanitizer, there isn't sanitizer, or it was a popular day and the sanitizer ran out and you had to tell a cast member, anyway, bring extra sanitizer. So my kids love sanitizer spray. This is by Bronner's. And again, I told you I had sanitizer in a tube. So this will eventually go on the outside of their bag so they can kind of squirt and do it as they need. This is 100% refillable. So if you pack a larger sanitizer pump for the room, you can refill this as needed. Also wipes. Wipes I don't really put in their bag, but I have them in my bag. So if we're in a situation where we need to wipe down hands or wipe down tables and chairs, I have that in my bag. Also, my son wears glasses, so I absolutely have to pack him glasses cleaner, you know, glasses wipe. And in the same respects, my son has glasses with transitional lenses, but if your kids don't forget to pack sunglasses. Got to protect those eyeballs. So I keep my daughter's sunglasses in her bag. She can take them off, put them on as she needs. She has this handy dandy strap that she can wear so she can keep them around her neck as well. What else we got? Oh, if you're going in the summertime, consider packing your kids their own mini cooling towel. This is my kids. It's by Frog Togs. I have shown this before. You can also pack them their own fan. So this is their fan. It's very simple. You can hear it right there. It is battery operated, so if you've seen in my other videos, I do pack batteries for this reason. You can get fans that are USB charged, and that's a good option too, but this is a neck fan, so they can wear it around their neck, or they can just hold it. It's great in the hot, you know, summer, sweaty Florida, California, whatever season. Obviously, if you go in the winter, you might not need those items. Also, sanitizer. My son hates sanitizer because it dries out his hands. So he always packs his own lotion. Again, this is the free lotion from the Disney resorts, but he always has it in his bag because he feels the sanitizer dries out his skin. And for us, masks. Wearing masks all the time for some reason make my nose itch and they make it run. Sometimes I'll get the sneezes because of the mask. So I always pack tissue in their bag so the kids can blow their own nose. They don't have to constantly ask me for a tissue. And in the same respects, I find it very convenient to pack everyone extra masks. So you're wearing a mask, you sweat through it, or it's lunch, then you can change out your masks. So my kids' bags always have extra masks inside of them. Oftentimes I'll have 2 bags in their bag, one for clean masks and one for dirty masks. So when they take one off, they can put it in the dirties and the other one they know is clean. And I kind of label them clean and dirty. So other thing to kind of add in here is if your kids are interested in these 2 things, it's kind of convenient to put these in their park bag as well. So smashed pennies. Smashed pennies are still kind of going on, although I have noticed a lot of the machines are more credit card accessible than putting in the quarters and the pennies like you used to traditionally. Either way, I still pack my kids a little change purse and I fill it with quarters and pennies. So if they come across a penny machine, they can feel free to do it themselves. I only give them so many so that they're not constantly asking me for penny machines, penny machine after penny machine. They get their certain amount and when they're done, they're kind of done. Same thing with pin trading. So pin trading is still happening. Some kids like it, some kids don't. So your kids can definitely walk around with their lanyard with their pins on it if they want to. Or I like to keep pins again in the same type of bag. I will keep the pins that the kids are willing to trade in this bag. So when they come across a pin they really want, they can go access the pins that they don't love as much. And so it's a little easier for them because the last thing you want to do is have your kid trade the pin they really loved and then they regret it later. So rather than having my kids walk around with the pins that they love, I usually have them keep the pins they don't love so much in a bag in their backpack. So when they're ready or they see a pin they love, they can swap it out. But if you have a kid who will not wear a magic band for whatever reason, I'm just going to show you this option. My son, we got this on Etsy. It's a Wally, but you put the puck that goes in the magic band inside this device and then he can wear it around his neck as a lanyard, or he can attach it to his backpack from this carabiner. So either way, whether your kid will wear the Magic Band or not, there are options out there for you. So I think that was all the items. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I also want to add a charge cord. So if you pack your kids some sort of gaming system or cell phone, don't forget that charge cord and to pack that backup battery. So anyway, I hope you guys found this video helpful. Again, for the kiddies, I'm trying to keep it simple and keep it easy. Again, I don't want them flooded with so much stuff that it's weighing down their bag. So really kind of think, what does my kid need? What can my kid carry that will make it easier on me? What can I carry for them? I try to keep my kids responsible for their own kind of things as much as possible, because they're growing up and they need to be able to sanitize when they want and eat their snacks when they want, as opposed to constantly asking me. So those are the main things that I find useful to have in their bag. Same thing, if they're feeling too hot, they can put on their own fan or take it off. Simple, kind of easy things. So anyway, guys, I hope you found this video helpful. I would so appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. If the subscribe button is red, please click it, turn it gray, hit the bell icon for notifications, like this video, and comment. What do you pack for your kids that I totally forgot? What does your kid pack that they can't live without? Like every park day, they have to have this. Let me know, because I'm just curious. My kids have been kind of packing this way for several years now. Again, I edited it per COVID. They don't usually take a bunch of sanitizer with them. But yeah, but I'm curious what little doohickey, what little fidget kind of things your kids pack for entertainment that maybe I forgot. So yeah, comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. But as always, mahalo for watching. Nina out.